this tool is designed to remove the liners. If you see, I can adjust the length of the liner with those pins, no? Longer, shorter, depending on the length of the, I want to adjust those protrusions, you see? Okay. In this particular case, I think that this is the length. I am going to introduce the tool here, and other person received the tool over there and verify that the protrusions are at the end of the cylinder.
No, they're a little short.
You need more distance?
Yeah.
Okay, let me 1 second.
Inches or more?
More.
Quarter of an inch.
It's good?
You're going in, right?
Yeah. Can you hold it here, please?
That's it. Wait.
Yeah, it's ready?
You want the little squares off of it? A little deeper in. More.
That's what's gonna
More?
pop.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
You check in the video where are the protrusions, Gladian? You see, guys? Okay, and now here I am going to look at this. I flush those brackets on the block, not on the liners, okay? You are in charge of those ends, Roku, and you hear about this. Ready? And I am going to start to remove the liner. Ready, Roku? Okay, guys, and can you see here how the liner is going? Come on.
Maybe you got light. Oh no. That's good.
It's going?
Fucking touching.
It's going?
Yes, sir.
It's not moving yet.
Okay, guys, look at this. Look at the liner.
Yeah, it's moving a little bit.
The liner start to separate, you see?
Yeah.
Roku, please let me know when the liner pass the O-rings.
It's past the block.
Okay, and after that they are passing the O-rings. I need protect the O-rings.
A little further.
It's loose?
Yeah,
Ah, okay,
that's it.
it's loose. Can you close the legs? Hold it. Be careful with
I'm not very good at that.
Ready? Look at this, guys. Okay, in this particular liner, I don't have the O-rings here. I have the O-rings on the block. But there are other engines that they have the O-rings over there. In some of them, they have another O-ring here. What is the idea? In between the O-rings are located here. In between the O-rings and the top one, you have coolant. Yeah? And below of this, you have oil. Normally, you have 3 O-rings. The top one is green color because it's in contact with coolant. The bottom one is black color because it's in contact with oil. And the middle one, doesn't matter the color. This is to control both of them. If I have damaged those O-rings, the oil is mixed with the coolant or vice versa. And if I don't use, pay attention, if I don't use the coolant appropriated for this engine, for example, I use fresh water. I don't use coolant. Okay, the fresh water doesn't have additives to protect against corrosion. And the fresh water attack the liner and start the corrosion here in the liner. When you remove the liner, you see all the metal eroded, and probably you see a small perforation. This is speeding corrosion, and probably this is the reason why the coolant enter in the combustion chamber, and this is probably the reason why you have constant white smoke. Pay attention. When you have constant white smoke, it's because coolant is penetrating the combustion chamber, no salt water. Because if salt water is penetrating the combustion chamber, what happens? Lock immediately. If you have constant white smoke, it's coolant, and normally it's here on the liners.
Okay.
This is one of the reasons. Other situation is this. Suppose that my engine is running, the oil is milky oil, but the engine continue running.
Yeah.
Pay attention, when I have milky oil, I have two options. Milky oil because the oil is mixed with salt water, or milky oil because the oil is mixed with coolant. Coolant is a special liquid with some properties: lubricity, anti-corrosion, anti-scale, anti-foam. No, it's not pure water. When the oil is mixed with coolant, it's possible that the engine continue running for more time, and the oil pressure decrease a little, but not dramatically, and the engine continue running because the amount of coolant is a little, it's not too much, and the oil don't lose the properties completely. If the oil is mixed with salt water, the oil pressure decrease dramatically and the vapid disappear in the bearings, no? And the engine is damaged in a couple of minutes. It's different if the oil is milky with coolant or milky with salt water. Okay. Okay. If the oil is mixed with coolant, one possibility is here on those three O-rings, the O-rings that you have in the block, in this particular example. If those O-rings are a little wear, a little damaged, the coolant is passing to the oil or vice versa. This is the area where normally in marine engines I have the mixture of oil with coolant, because always when the oil is milky with coolant, the people think that the problem is in the oil cooler. No. If I have a problem in the oil cooler, the oil will be mixed with salt water, and the color is different. It's not milky, it's like a brown, and the odor is not good if it's mixed with salt water. And the problem is not here, the problem is in the oil cooler. If I have oil mixed with coolant, the oil pressure decrease a little, the engine continue running, is probably here in that place.